Welcome students, myself Harpreet Singh, PhD Computer Science, KV Gachmunga, District Hoshiarpur. Today we are going to discuss the basic terminology of Python programming language. So before we start our journey, let's look at what are the topics that we are going to cover today. We are going to basically discuss about the tokens in Python character sets, keywords, identifiers, and what are the various rules that used to declare an identifiers. And at the end, I have given some of the assignment works related to the presentations that we are going to discuss today. So now let's start this Python character sets. So Python character set is basically a set of valid characters that the Python program can recognize. A character represents a letter, digits, or any special symbols. So the Python character set is basically consists of letters, that is capital letter A to Z and a small letter A to Z, digits from 0 to 9, special symbols, white spaces such as blank space, enter and the tabs, and other characters that can be processed by the Pythons are ASCII as well as a Unicode characters. So we can use only the characters that is supported by the character set of a Pythons. We cannot use any other things that is not included in the character set of any programming language. So next is the token. In a passage of text, the individual words and the punctuation marks are called token or a lexical unit or a lexical elements. So the smallest individual unit in a program is known as a token. So Python token basically consists of keywords, identifier, literals, operators, and a punctuator. All are considered as a token in a Python program. Next is the keywords. Keywords are the reserved words and having the special meanings for the Python interpreter. So if we try to use the keyword as a variable or as an identifier, it means you are trying to change the meaning or to try to assign some new meaning to that variables which is not permitted by the interpreter. So keywords cannot be used as a variable or cannot be used as an identifier because it is having a predefined meaning to the Python interpreters. So every keyword is assigned a specific work, so it can only used for that purpose. So these are the list of the keywords that is supported by the Python. So always keep in mind that keyword cannot be used as a variable or as a identifiers. Next is your identifiers. So identifiers are the name that is given to the different part of a programming like a variables, object, class, function, and etc. So before declaring identifiers, we have to remember the rules. The first rule is that it is an arbitrary long sequence of letter and digits. Second, the first characters of an identifier is always a letter or a underscores. Third, upper and lower case are different, means if you're declaring a total variable in a capital letter and you are declaring a total variable in a small letters, so both are considered as a different variables. Third, next, the digits 0 to 9 are allowed to declare an identifier, but it should not be the first character of an identifier. Keywords cannot be used as an identifiers. No special characters are allowed for defining the identifiers, only underscore can be used. Spaces are not allowed to declare a identifier. Now take a look at some of the example of valid and invalid identifiers. So valid, they are valid because they follow all the rules of identifiers declarations. I'm talking about only the invalid identifier. So first variable that I have declared is a grade underscore hyphen pay. Here the hyphen is a special symbol which is invalid. In second example, I have used 12 underscore 2018 underscore 5. So underscore is permittable, it's okay, but the first should be alphabet. In our case, it is a digit. That's the reason this is an invalid identifier. Third example, I have used a dollar symbol, which is again invalid because identifier name starts with alphabets or with the underscore only. The fourth is if, which is again invalid because if is a keyword, so we cannot use keyword as an identifier. Next is roll number dot. So dot again is a special character which is invalid. And the last is roll underscore number. So space is again not allowed to declare an identifier. So this is the reason that this variable or identifier is again a invalid identifiers. So always try to follow all the rules that is supported by the identifiers. Now next talk about what are the different literals that is supported by the Pythons. So literals are basically data items that is having the fixed values. So Python support the different type of literal, namely the string literals, numeric literals, Boolean literals, and a special literals. We can look at and discuss all these literals one by one. First of all, a string literals. So a string is a sequence of characters that can be a combination of letters. It may be a number or it may be a special symbols that is always enclosed within a quotation mark. It may be a single, it may be double, or it may be a triple quotation mark. So a quotation mark is not a part of a string. Just take an example. I'm using a double quotes for declaring a character of string. I'm using double quotes for declaring a numbers. I'm using a double quotes for declaring a special symbol. So string literal may be anything. It may be letter, it may be number, it may be a digit, or it may be a special symbol, but it always enclosed either in a single quotes, double quotes, or in a triple quotes. So Python is having a two type of string. One is called a single line string, and another is called a multi-line strings. So single line string is always enclosed in a single or in a double quotes, and it always terminates in a one line. Take an example. I have declared two print statement. First, I have used a double quotes to declare a string, and another example, I have used a single quotes to declare a string. So double or a single quotes both can be used to declare a string of a single lines. And single line always terminated in one line. In case of multiple lines, it may be possible that your line of string may be spread in more than one line. For that, a Python support a concept of triple quotes. So whenever you are having the string that across multiple lines, for that you can use a triple quotes. Next literal is your numerical literals. So numerical literal stores the numeric values. It represents the whole numbers without any fractional part. It may be positive, it may be negative, and there is no limit size in Python. You can declare a numeric literals of any length. Thus, while working with the integer, we need not to be worried about the size of integers because it is unlimited in case of Python. Take an example. For example, -6.7 -6 is a valid identifier, 794 is again valid identifier, -255 is again a valid literals. And in the second example, I have used -9.00, so it contains a fractional part which is invalid. In the next example, also 3434.0, again it is an invalid because I'm using a fractional part. So numeric literal will not contain any fractional part; it contains only integer parts. Next is your floating literals. The floating point numbers denotes the real number or a floating values. It may be positive, it may be negative, as like that of a numerical literals. Floating point numbers are written with a decimal point that separates the integer from the fractional. So 12.0 is an example, -15.86. So as like that of numerical, it may be positive, it may be negative. Take a look at the last example. I have used 10 point. So if you are not giving any fractional part, the Python automatically considered it as a 0. So when we execute this statement, it will produce the result as 10.0. Next literal is your complex numbers. So complex number in Python is made up of pair of real and imaginary parts. That is basically right in the form of x plus yj, where x is a float and a real part of the complex number. On the other hand, yj, y is a float and j indicates the square root of an imaginary number, that is -1. So this make y as an imaginary part of your complex numbers. Take an example, x is equals to 2 plus 5j. When I print x dot real, comma x dot imaginary, for x dot real, I got the output 2.0. For x dot imaginary, I get the output 5.0. So always get the output as a fractional only. Next literal that is supported by the Python is a Boolean literals. So a Boolean literal is used to represent one of the two Boolean values. These are true or false. These are only the two values that is supported by the Boolean literal. So depending upon your conditions, it will give you the output. Take an example. I have used a is equals to 10 is less than 20. The condition is true. So the value true is stored in a variable a. So when I print the value of a, the output generated is true. So Boolean literal always give you the output depending upon the condition that you are checking. The output may be either true or false. The last literal that is supported by the Python is none. None is also known as a special literal in Python. None means the absence of values. In other programming language, it is also known as null. So it may be possible that sometime we do not know the value of some of the variables, but in future we can get the value of that variables. So in place of putting the 0, we can use the literal none. Here, in example, salary is equals to none. When I print the type of variable salary, it will give me the type none type. It means you are not storing any value. You will declare it as simply empty. Means it may be possible that in future you will get the value of this variable and you can assign that value to this variable. So in that situation, we are basically using a none. So these are the basics terminology that we have discussed related with the Python programming. And I have given some of the important questions related with the PowerPoint that we have discussed. And these questions I have taken from the sample papers of CBSE. So you are trying to go through all the questions that I have given to you. And you can get the answers of these questions from the PowerPoint that we have already discussed. So that's all for today. Thank you.